Hi guys. I wanted to talk about a few things. It's basically I'm following the situation not only around the New Madrid Falls and down there in the Gulf, but also along the Great Lakes, because it's going to come. This is going to all come together here when the event happens. Enbridge, that I mean, a lot of this drilling for oil and gas is happening not only down there in the Gulf, but in other parts of the United States as well. And there's so many areas that where gas and oil lie along the infrastructure of the U.S. It's I mean, you can really shake a stick at. There's a man on YouTube who is reporting this against Enbridge. Is a company that is actually tearing up the environment there in Michigan. This is called the Lakehead Pipeline System, and they have violated every law there is there in the area, and they've caused a lot of people in that part where they are extracting the oil from that area and making people ill or making people sick. And also include one of the man's channel there. Hopefully he's still on YouTube. He was making videos, and he was speaking out against this. His name is John Boloff. I'm trying to think of his last name. I know it begins with a B, but I'll include that link also. And but anyway, I'm going to leave links to these articles here, because this is what tells about the health situation of the people there, cleanup crews that are baffled to discover oil sinks rather than floats. The spill is still being cleaned up today, and there has been so much environmental damage. Could it be really reversed? And it's really bad. And plus they're having even worse troubles there along the Great Lakes due to the fact that there is a drought going on, and it's not making this, a bit better either. And this is still another article about the Enbridge pipeline that has done damage. It says could have done damage. Yes, it has. And it has done damage to the water source there for 30 million people. And it seems like there's no end in sight, and no compensation or anything. So I'll leave links to that. And this I wanted to discuss, if it's in regards to the Superhighway, and when this all goes off and this all collapses down through here along the Louisiana, Texas, because there's a salt brine down here, all of this is going to be ripped apart, and this was going to be a new, what they call, seaport, and the major seaport will be declared. And this was all set up by yours truly, the Bush administration at that time, this is what they all planned. That the new seaport will be Kansas City, Missouri. So you all can read about this also, about what Bush had did on his watch. And you see here about the major highways, the Sinkhole Highway going through Kansas City from Mexico here on. And when the pole shifts comes, there's not going to be much left of these coastal areas anyway. So if you're out along the coastal area, I would get away at least 100 miles away from these areas anyway. And it tells a lot about the inland ports and the gateways and all here, because I'm not going to read everything, so you can read everything for yourself. And it tells here where the Bush administration quietly planned for the NAFTA Superhighway and what it means for a lot of us when all this goes off and all, and it's not going to be very good, because this is all going to come into play as part of the New World Order. So I just thought maybe I would include that before I forget. I don't think I've even mentioned this before, so I just thought I'd mention it now because it all is going to fit in together. Okay, now here's some updates on the giant sinkhole. I had some other pictures also. Since this is expanding, right now is that here it says that there's a lot of the methane gas bubbling up around the edges, and now it's coming from the center, and there are people getting very sick because of this. And this has been updated now since up to the 10th, where it's the gas is bubbling in the center of the sinkhole and was again observed. And it says the daily gas found in the salt cavern below the giant sinkhole is that the cavern can't be plugged, and the hydrogen sulfide, and that is poison that will have to be removed as it flows. And there's a video here. It said 2 weeks ago a Texas brine detected the amount of hydrogen sulfide in its deepest well. Now the company has reported to the Department of Natural Resources that it has detected amounts of the gas in one of its flow lines in the failed cavern that had caused the sinkhole in the first place. Says they had to bring in scrubber units and put these devices in the line and scrub out the hydrogen sulfide, as well as to remove the hydrogen sulfide and dispose of it properly. And this is the video here at full screen. And as you see it here, and looks like it's worsening. And I don't know what's wrong with the video. Hold on a second. Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. So, but I'll just leave the link to that video so you can watch that. I don't know what's going on. It took me to some kind of dumb commercial, so excuse me for that. Okay, and here's another website that reports the Louisiana sinkhole, and it keeps you updated on the situation. This was from yesterday, where the cavern well, the well shut in pending of analysis of the cavern content samples and determination of the best methods for control of the hydrogen sulfide detected in the well bore. Now, what is this affecting the people who live around there, it's not very good because people are getting very sick. And not only is having problems around there, but there is a problem with methane popping up everywhere, even places like Boston, and then Charleston, West Virginia. So a lot of this is with the gas fracking. It's getting bad everywhere. And all because of, I want to mention this about the coal situation. And then I had something else too I wanted to mention about the Gulf of Mexico and what had happened there 2 years ago in 2010. The EPA, Obama's EPA, are planning a new anti-coal regulation for after the election. See, Obama had all this planned so he could put all these very expensive EPA regulations on the coal industry so he could bankrupt them so that the elites could have their gas and oil, you see. And coal was doing just fine with, you know, powering the power plants and all, and it was much cleaner, and it was a lot cheaper. Where the EPA regulations would estimate an extra $700 billion that would cost the U.S. economy. That would bring our economy down too, if this would ever happen. And that would be the greenhouse gas coal regulation. And that would be put on the taxpayer as well. So to let you guys know, $700 billion extra dollars. I mean, that's criminal. And the a representative from Ohio, Bill Johnson, sponsored this bill for Stop the War on Coal Act, and they need to. Well, we really need to look into this bill, and because they're needing to, I don't know. I mean, this is the first time I saw this. If it's to really stop the EPA regulation on the coal industry and leave coal alone, and actually stop the fracking of gas fields that are really breaking up and really doing damage to America instead of helping it. It's just, they're all going crazy. I think it's all crazy. Okay, real quick, this is an email that was released during the time after the BP Deepwater Horizon blowout at the time. And actually I'm running out of time and I can't read it. And I also found a status of the Gulf of Mexico well permits here. And there's not only 5, but there's several. They have been pinpointed all along the Gulf of Mexico. And it's weakening the seafloor. And it's only a matter of time when all these things are going to break up, and to break up America and bust open the New Madrid Fault. Well, I'm at the end of the video. Y'all take care, guys. Jesus loves you guys. And so until next time. Bye-bye.